Hello everyone. As I mentioned, asked a couple of days back on the LinkedIn community that if any data science leader who is working on the Corona situation and the Corona data set and would be like to be my guest on SoLeadSaturday podcast. So I reached out and I found a couple of guests for this to discuss this Corona situation. So we have the first data science leader, Vivek Chaudhary, who is actively working on the Corona situation and keeping himself up to date with the data sets on the Kaggle, as well as he has something to share about this situation. So thank you so much, Vivek, for reaching out and being my guest on Solid Saturday podcast. Happy to have you here.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So to start with, actually, I saw your profile. So you are you build your own career and you started being a data scientist since 2015. So would you like to share more about your career background and how did you land up being a data scientist?
Yeah. So the one question that I came into in mind when I was in 4 to 5 years before about this field, like how if if you're going to buy any of the product, any of the mobile set, so how companies are predicting the exit price of the mobile set. Let's say Samsung, any other new new upgraded models they are launching into the market, and how they are pretty much show this price is exactly the good one, so that customer can get rid of the kind of a marketing part.
Mm-hmm.
And how are they pretty much so like we are going to get 20% of the profit whatever we are building in our development team, whatever the cost is going on. So this is the first question that drive me into this field. And for this particular problem statement, I read a lot of articles, a lot of research paper that time, and it makes me interesting, and I'm good in the analytic kind of stuff. So I'm not being a topper from my childhood. Okay, so I'm an average. I'm like just I don't think much. I don't take tension. So before exams, I used to study because I know if because if I can do some work in 4 hours, I don't want to waste my 24 hours for that. So that time I used to enjoy and all the teenager's age. So in 2015, I take an engineering in Bangalore in Don Bosco Institute of
Mm-hmm.
Technology in computer science. So, but after coming to the third year, in from 2015, I was very engaged in like a lot of meetups related to data science and what is going on into the market. So, Bangalore gave me the like good exposure. I'm really thankful to Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
And from 2015 itself, I start working with some of the startup which started from a small room in Bangalore, and now they are they're generating a revenue of 1,000 to 2,000 crores per year. So it was a nice experience working with such founders, such CEOs, such leaders. Like when I was just a child. Yeah, I can say I was just a child because I don't know. Like that time, the thing in my mind is like I just want to earn. And from my first year of engineering, I used to run as a ambassador for this student-owned platform in Bangalore, such a good amount, which fascinates me a lot to work more and to upskills my career in that way. So I learned a lot in terms of marketing that helps me out to build my data science career. Like the way of thinking, because before getting the solution, we have to think in that manner. What is the problem and like how things goes. My customers are really important. Whatever I am building right? So if I'm going to launch any course, people should trust me. If
Mm-hmm.
otherwise they are not going to come and say, hey, Vivek, I want your mentorship program, right? So this is a part very interesting manner. And in third year, while coming to third year in 2018, I don't know what happens to me, but that happens. It's really good for my career right now. That
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I drop out my engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my parents till now they don't know I drop out my engineering. Okay, so they are like still he has completed his degree and it's going good from there
So
because
it's
I don't want to kill
inspiring
their.
for others actually that you created your own career path and put the hard work and efforts to
Yeah,
be a scientist. Because when I saw your profile as well, actually, I saw that you did like a bunch of certifications. You were like a certified data scientist, and then
yeah,
participated in the Kaggle competitions quite a long to get that kind
yeah.
of
It's around 2 years.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then you achieved whatever you wanted to. So that's great. You're doing great actually. So moving towards your what your insights are like, you explored a couple of data sets on the Kaggle as well for the Corona situation.
Yeah.
So what did you find?
Yeah, so the insights that I'm taking, so India is on like a third stage, a third week, I can say.
Mm-hmm.
So if I compare India, Italy, and Iran, the third week, the number of people who got infected is same right now, 450 to something, 400 something in range. And by coming the one of the data set that I'm working that is published on Kaggle by a lot of research papers. So it is one of the challenge going on Kaggle. So there are a lot of research papers. I'm reading them out. I'm working on that manner. So what I have found, like if India is going to cross thousand, like thousand, thousand number who will get infected by the corona in the fourth week, at the end of the fourth week, it is going to be the very major issue. Then it is kind of unstoppable that I can say pretty much. Like if some of the certain measures could not taken in that manner. And right now the AI solution cannot help us. Like a machine learning part that cannot help us pretty much good. Like because to build any solution, I want people to die, right? So to give a right prediction, to build a scalable AI solution, I want the person should show some symptoms, and based on that, my machine can learn. I can build some of the like some of the artificial intelligence stuffs out of that, and using deep learning some of my knowledge. But for that, I want people to die, which is a wrong path, right? So we are pretty much focused right now on those things, on those people who are already infected. Government is taking measures on that, right? But not on those people who are not infected, right? I don't know. I live in a 3 BHK apartment. It's around 300 families. Even I don't know. Even maybe I'll be also having some minor issues regarding the corona, right? Because in a nearby area after 20 kilometers, there are some cases that have been found, right? So we are only able to like what I have seen, we are only able to filter the travel journey of the person, right? Like let's say if I'm suffering, to whom people have made, which shop I have been, but what things I have touched, you cannot you cannot predict that, right? So based on those factors, like right now government should take some of the major issues, some of the like basics, like basic steps. We don't want any solution right now for this. We want people to understand that people are not understanding at all. Still, companies in Bangalore are open. Like still, people are like roaming out there into the market. So this is like human psychology. Until the people doesn't die, until they didn't like we don't see any serious, any severe issues. We don't take some major issue, some major steps towards. So, 75% of the cases in China are those who are not, who are checked, like whether they're infected or not, but they're having some minor issues. So the doctor get, the terminology get over there, like they can say as he's not suffering from corona, but that person is at very minor stage. So it can be anyone right now, right? So they are whatever they're touching. So right now, what to stop in India, like at least the US is taking some of the measures learning from China and Italy. So let's say I live in this place. I live in 3 BHK. Around 300 families are there. Our government should come into a picture, a local government, and they should quarantine in like a 30-kilometer radius of a particular area. They should check the the test should be run for those who are not infected right now, which is very important. Because in my building, if I don't know, some of them people will be coming from the airport, they'll be coming from the traveler journey, so maybe they will be infected, they're touching the things, doing the stuff, so it is going to be more spread, right? And it is having more effect to those peoples who are who are really poor now, who are living in slums, living in huts and all. So those steps government is not taking. So some of how what I see at this space, because this is not something rocket science that I am telling you right now. It's all common sense stuff that the government should come into a picture. I agree, like a lot of money will be invested, but people are there to help government. Right? So no one will be I'll be not that large. If these steps are going to be measured, I can donate around 5,000, 10,000 from my side. Yes, go ahead, because it's all our life. No one is like we can fight together for this. But at secondary part, if I say government, it's not taking such steps. They're just focused on those people who are infected and all those things, and the number is increasing day by day in India. So it's somehow decreasing the population of India, or maybe some other political stunt, like as a thought, because these are very minor steps. And according to the prediction that we had with some couple of my friends, working since last 24 hours, and still I'm going to work on the continuous manner. So more than 50,000 can be infected in India till 31st March. If the number crossed more than 1,000 in this coming week, even within this Wednesday, if the number comes to 800, it's very impossible to stop. Maybe you'll do the lockdown, that's fine, but under lockdown also some of the peoples will be there to whom you have not checked whether that person is infected from the corona or not. That can be spread anyway. So the steps should be very serious. the steps should be like a person, people should take the steps right now. People should understand, because in my apartment people not understanding at all. Like
Mm.
I talk to organization, but nobody listens. Like, so I can't do anything. So
It is true.
I think
Actually,
in that way.
people are being little bit impatient on the situation as well, and they're not taking it seriously. So it is the way I understood you is like you are saying that precaution is more important right now rather than talking more about the solution, because anyways all the research scientists, doctors, um, the people workers actually who are taking their life in risk and working for us, uh, we have to respect them as well, and avoid
Yes.
spread rather than giving them more work, and avoid the situation where majority of the population in the world is infected. So that is a very good point actually. So everybody needs to understand that they have to take precautions. If they have to stay safe by themselves, as well as they have to help society to be safe
Yeah.
and not to be impatient actually.
Yeah. So right now, even like I don't think government also should come into a picture totally, because there are a lot of responsibility that one, like any country's government have. So
Mhm.
let's say this is association, some of the organizations should come into a picture. Like
Mhm.
300 families are there in my apartments. They should come into a picture. If this is the first apartment to take these steps, like calling the doctors, checking the corona in each and every flat, each and every person, whether it is a like whether it is a child, whether it is a like woman, whatever age, then it is going to be like somehow yes, this building is safe, right? And then some of the other precautions on the grills and some of the objects that is available into this building, and the same things will be done under 100 kilometers, under 30 kilometers. I know like a good amount of money will be coming to the future, but people will be people will be always there to help it out, right?
Mhm.
So this is like some things that like I want like people should understand, and people should work in that manner. Because right now like Kaggle is also pushing the data sets and all. This is like really great stuff. Even like our prime minister also shared some of the challenge, some of the solutions, like, but I cannot build solution by me. Okay, I want people to die, then only I can build scalable AI or machine learning model. So based on the before death, based on the death in different countries, I'm predicting
Mhm.
like what can be happen in India now.
Yeah, that's
So
true. Yeah,
yeah,
that is
so
a
how
very
I am
very
able to,
good point. Yeah.
yeah, how I am able to predict the particular deaths, the particular number that I'm telling you, based on the people who have died in particular weeks, and India is into the third week. Third week is completed today, and the number is more than 4.
Mhm. Yeah, that's very true actually, because whatever you give as an input, then only machine is going to train itself and then going to predict something. So
Yeah,
predict that we need more cases where you find people infected or died, so that you can take the precautions or the measures according to that. So definitely, rather than focusing more on the solution, definitely we have to care about the precautions as well as respect the people who are working. There are lots of people right now who are working or the serving are kind of a people who doesn't care whether they survive or die, because they need money to survive.
yeah,
So those kind of
yeah. Even
actually
like
people who are
yeah,
educated, at least they have to spread the awareness and take the precautions. So most of
yeah.
the time
Even
it
at the
happens
same time,
I remember the swine flu situation as well, like people
hmm,
lack the awareness. So people are always like, oh, it is just a viral flu. People don't understand that, even though like this situation corona, I have seen people talking like, some of my friends, that it is just a viral flu, and then they will say that, okay, I just ate the Chinese food other day, or I did this, or I did that, I went
that
outside.
is what like the human
Yeah, so it
psychology.
is, yeah. I can see that it is more or like it's fine actually, that to like to take the risks, but it is more or about caring about the society as well. It is not
Yeah,
just that you will get infected or not. It is more about how you will save the society as well.
yeah.
So yeah, so it's very 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 valid point. Thank you so much for bringing that up. And
No, actually, like that is what when I see your post on LinkedIn, I was like, like I wasn't talking to my like the people around me, the
mm,
organization, my society, but no one is ready to listen. Like these are the very small steps that everyone should take. Even just leave government. Like government is doing his work, and we as a human being we should do our work. Like I'm pretty much good. Like I'm a let's say I'm a maybe like mid-level family, like belong to, I can take care of myself upcoming 2 years as well. My dad is there, my mom is there. If I stop earning as well,
Mm-hmm.
right? Option, like if 3 months doesn't things doesn't come up and everything is locked down, like hypothetical situation. But what about those who live in slums?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like what about those who just like earn 500 in a day and then only they can feed their family of 5 members?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So here, like we have to understand to help those people as well. Okay, and for those people who like save food, because I have seen a lot of people. I'm working on one of the another machine learning idea based on like which can provide food to the poorest people, and like they will be eating something. I have seen in my apartment when I go to
Mm-hmm.
people are eating from literally from the ground. So
Mm-hmm.
people are there who like who are not having even a 10 rupees to have a tea in a day. Even from that, I have also like suffered from that background when I struggled, when I started struggling in 2018, because I didn't tell to my parents. I stopped asking money from my parents. I was like, my dad is a good post in government, so he's
Mm-hmm.
in Uttarakhand, so he's kind of good post. But that at that time, like things, I've seen a lot of things in my life. And from that time, like I don't believe in friendship. I just believe in professionalism now. So like people will talk to you when they want, not when you want. So like according to experience, we expect everything, a lot of things from the people. So when you expect, you kill yourself, and that is I have suffered from. And based on those factors, like I've struggled a lot. If you go through my profile, there are a lot of companies I've worked with till now, and some of the companies I didn't mention as well. So here, like people, like it's a human psychology. Like people are not getting serious. People are not taking these steps. Like government may be busy with some other measures, so there are a lot of responsibility that Indian government has, like every country government has,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like as an Indian, so as an a human being, so here like no religion come into a picture. So before everything is going on, before Corona, everything is on religion. But now it's proved like humans are same. So you cannot take into different religions into a picture. So here we together has to come up for those poor people. Right, government should support, and some people should be there into like this small quarantine. Let's say this 3 BHK, or like a radius of 50 kilometer, if it's safe. Like if these things goes in a small area, then like we will be the Karnataka government will be able to find out those people who are infected. Okay, and those people can be kept at the other area, and they can be make the borders up to 30 kilometers. Like if someone new is entering to that particular place, if my place under 30 kilometers, he is going to be checked whether he is suffering from corona or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is some of the like basics precautions, which require some investment of money, but it's not that much. Like we don't have to invest that money. We just need the machines to check, and this the sanitizer stuffs and all, which won't cost that much. Like so, we don't have to build. So right now we are not very much focused. So like I just want to tell to people, we don't have to be very much focused to build AI solution now. So
Mm-hmm.
based on the past data available with different countries, we are predicting that death can be happen into the number of people can be suffered in India, but
Mm-hmm.
that can be false, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is not perfectly true. It is just a prediction which comes around 90 to 95%. But I can say it can be happen. It can be happen for 95%, and 95% is a big number, right?
It can
And
help, but rather than focusing more on the predicting it through the machine, training the machine and predicting it, it is more about people can take the precautions and then
yes,
try to be safe and avoid the spread actually, which is very important.
yeah,
So yeah, this is very good, actually good chat to have with you, and thank you
yeah,
so much
same
for
here.
your time, and good luck with your future.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you, Vishal. Yeah.